And we are live! Welcome to the stream, everybody. Today I'm reacting to the state of play with a special guest appearance from my dad.
Hi there.
We bought a PS5 on launch, I think? Or really close to it.
We bought it on launch day and we received one from the first resupply. We didn't get the launch day shipment.
Yeah, basically, we got one really fucking early. And we've been constantly burned by the fact that there's like 3 exclusives for this console, and none of them are really worth playing unless you really like Dark Souls or Ratchet & Clank. So I am expecting us to continue to be disappointed because it's fucking Sony we're talking about. They're still announcing new shit for the PS4, which I hate.
Yeah, I bought this hardware based on Mike Cerny's Power Hour presentation. I didn't care for the games. I was all about that SSD and what he was talking about with the VR capabilities of this hardware. And so far, all I'm seeing is PS4 Pro games.
Yeah, pretty much. It's honestly really disappointing how none of these games have taken advantage of the fucking hardware. Okay, first game of the day. What do we have? Oh god. Oh, Tekken, I think? I think this is Tekken.
この世に存在するべきではない。
愚かだな、風間陣。Fight!
Mirth Church, I hear you obviously. Yes, that's a guest appearance from my dad.
G'day, Mirth.
Yeah, I figured it was worth getting a second opinion on here because I'm not as experienced with the general PlayStation market as I am with Nintendo.
And I'm a salty PS5 owner.
Pretty much. Yes, it is Tekken, I think, right?
It looks very Tekken-ish. I didn't play a lot of this franchise, but this screams Tekken to me. It looks very good. Yeah.
Fucking water particles and shit do look great.
This is looking current generation to address my concerns about PS4 Pro games.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a PS5 type, not a fucking PS4 Pro.
Yeah, I can't see a PS4 pushing this.
They're busting out the emo music. He's breaking his chains. Symbolism by Tekken 8. PS5 exclusive. Okay. I'm excited.
It's official, Tekken 8 is coming to the PlayStation 5 console courtesy of our battle-hardened friends at Bandai Namco Entertainment. Now, let's check in on 2 games in development for PlayStation VR 2.
Okay. Starting off with Star Wars. First of all, your dad sounds like he could be your old brother and an ace
The story I was telling, it was about a certain droid repair tech who had no business getting into this kind of trouble.
Someone needs to send this to Mark Zuckerberg and tell him that this is what VR is supposed to look like.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that travesty of a fucking VR thing.
See, this looks cool.
It
The
does.
locals can be a little rough on tourists, but it's nothing you can't handle.
No, it's much better. Cool, thank you.
on Batu. Surely we can count on you now.
Oh, actual C-3PO and R2-D2, okay.
Hello, my friend.
I do want to make a comment though that I haven't seen the character moving. So this could very well be set-piece VR, which I'm not the biggest fan of.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling it's gonna be fucking like a on-rails shooter-esque title.
No, I think it's going to be you are standing still, shoot, shoot, shoot. You are standing still, shoot, shoot, shoot. I don't think it's even going to be on rails.
Taste my steel.
So it's like Dungeons and Dragons, I guess? Mark says, oh yeah, I'm interested in the next VR set, now it's PlayStation's chance to sell me on it.
I agree, now is the time.
Yeah.
You will be destroyed. I summon fire.
What, Demio, I think?
That did not impress me in the slightest.
Yeah.
That looked like a PS4 game.
Demio brings the creativity and chaos of a tabletop RPG
But still looked
to
better
PSVR
than Mark
2.
Zuckerberg's Metaverse. So,
This next
like,
game is being
lift your
rebuilt from
game.
the ground up and will be available
PS1
outside of
titles
Japan
look
for
better
the
than the
first
fucking
time.
Metaverse.
Yeah, true.
A lone samurai embarks on a secret quest for revenge that sparks the greatest revolution.
時代を動かすはずの男が時代遅れの男に切られ死ぬ。しかもこの世に存在しないはずのもう一人の自分に切られることになるんやからな。なあ。
Is this like a really, really old Yakuza game?
龍馬さんよ。
Fuck, I think it is. Holy shit. Oh, it so is. Look at that. That's all the same facial bones and shit. Oh my god, it's a Yakuza game in like 1800s Japan. Fuck, that's exciting.
That looks really good.
Unfortunately, I'm not much of a Yakuza fan, but like, damn, you guys are eating good today. Oh, the style. Oh, that's fucking Majima. Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Shin like a dragon. Yeah, I missed if that was a PS5 exclusive or not.
I
Hello,
think it was
Madam
cross-gen.
Mason? I understand you have a shop to sell.
Oh,
I
Hogwarts.
think you will
Okay.
find my
I've been waiting for
terms
stuff about
quite
this.
generous.
I'm looking
What's the
forward to
catch?
pirating this.
You are wise to be wary.
Why is your mistress selling the shop?
She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
I feel like a fucking
Those who
Hogwarts
came
shouldn't
before
look
you
that
just
modern.
could not seem to escape the darkness.
Especially since this is supposed to be set in like the 1800s, I think. Yeah, but like even then.
Watch your step.
Yeah, this is Harry Potter.
Is this supposed to be set back in the day? I thought this was set in modern times.
No, I thought I saw something about it being 1800s.
Oh, what a surprise, cross-gen.
When it first dropped off, fucking cross-gen. My interest is instantly gone.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot more people worked on Harry Potter than just J.K. Rowling. Like, to be fair. Maybe pirating the books if you don't agree with her, sure, but... like, the movies and the games and shit, a lot of people worked on them that aren't J.K.
Yeah, the return of total profit that goes to her for these sorts of projects would be tiny. Yeah. Look, you know, sail the seven seas if that's your pension, but, you know, yeah. You're ripping off a lot more people than just her when you pirate the movies and the games and the expanded universe stuff.
So what is this?
Warning.
Yes,
An
that's
instability
pretty
front is
true, yeah.
approaching. Take immediate
Fallout.
shelter in a stabilized area.
Looks too good and stable to
Delta
Fallout. Yeah, this looks too stable. I don't think this is Fallout. pipelines for cross-gender, like gen really pushing the SSD. Especially considering we're how many years into PS5 at this point. Can we get some fucking exclusives, please?
I want the drugs this guy's on.
I mean, I'm liking the art style, but I still don't know what the fucking game's about, other than just escaping the storm, I guess?
Another one? After all these years?
Pacific Drive.
Call her. Now.
2023. PS5 exclusive, but, like, don't know why I should care, other than that.
Yeah, show me more. What is the deal?
Survive a ride from hell in Pacific Drive, the debut game from Ironwood Studio. Up next, let's check in on PlayStation Stars, a loyalty program rolling out soon.
Makes sense to tap into the large PS4 install base, but the big ones I'd really prefer exclusive. I mean, the PS5 is a fairly large market at this point as well.
Not long ago, we announced our brand new loyalty program called PlayStation Stars. It's designed to celebrate you, the players. It will be free to join PlayStation Stars. As a member, you can complete various activities to earn points that can be redeemed for rewards. Digital collectibles are a highlight of the program. These are digital representations of things that PlayStation fans love. Today, I'm pleased to give you a sneak peek at some examples of our digital collectibles. Whether it's a beloved game character or a cherished device from Sony's innovative history, there will always be something new to collect and show off to your friends.
Mirth says true, but PS5
And I have more good
isn't on
news.
store
PlayStation
shelves.
Stars will begin to roll out in some regions in Asia, starting in late September. It will launch in the Americas and Europe in the weeks that follow. That's it for now. Check PlayStation blog to learn more about PlayStation Stars.
Or not.
So, like, do surveys and get e-toys. Yeah, cool.
I guess. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. What is this? Okay, we have a weird character design.
Magicking around the screen.
Japanese audio.
基礎巡航プログラム異常なし。おはようございます。今日もしっかりと稼ぎましょう。栄養採掘ポイント近いです。これはフェアサイズのものです。高熱圏体接近。データベースに
Shoot things, yeah. Stab things. Okay.
I see color, it's a good sign.
緊急迎撃システム起動。標的ではありますが、我々の本気を見せてあげま。高エネルギー反応。
Now the
対
fucking
象から攻撃。
subtitles thinking
来ま
what's
す。
in English. Singularity.
お、やりすぎちゃいました。おはようございます。さあ。
こんな刺激的な朝は初めてだ。
2023. That looks mildly interesting.
These next two intense action games are PS5 console exclusives. Let's take a look.
Here we go.
What do we got?
그날은 갑자기 찾아왔지.
I was about to say Detroit Become Human and then it was in
그놈들은
Japanese.
무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어.
Good beard.
인류는 형편없이 무너져간.
Laughed in frame rate.
Yeah, slow-mo. High. Dropping frames.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지.
This is Kingdom Hearts.
전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
황무지 아래 건설한 도시라니.
At least the scenery is worth looking at.
Really?
I'm a simple man. I see side boob, I pay attention.
I mean, I can't really judge. I play games because they're...
Although that outfit is ridiculous, like what is that?
Yeah. I play games because Max Middleman voices a character in them. I can't really judge.
I like Old Mate's hoodie.
I'm liking this design with the green tie and the ponytail in the back.
Okay, that's looking alright.
God, fucking unnecessary punctuation. Love it.
Okay, I'm liking the look of this already.
Yeah, this does look pretty good. The hair looks really good.
Yeah. The playstyle looks good. Like, I'm getting sort of a bit Bayonetta-ish vibes out of this.
Bayonetta on the PS5. Good. Because as great as Bayonetta 3 looks, it is down by the fucking Switch that it's stuck on.
Yeah, I'll be watching your stream of the Nintendo Direct later on. I'm not looking forward to the Bayonetta footage. This does look very good.
This does look great. Very smooth, good frame rate and wet combat.
And a good beard. Project Eve. Stellar Blade. Okay.
Console exclusive. 2023. Okay.
Alright, well I'll shortlist that game.
So what's this other one? Koei Tecmo? Oh, it's absolutely Dynasty Warriors. Okay. Give me the next fucking Dynasty Warriors game that won't be as good as the fucking Zelda one.
What's with the American flag?
Colonization? Fuck, I don't know. 1863 Japan.
Was there an American flag in 1863
After 3
Japan?
centuries of the Tokugawa's repressive rule,
English dub,
the black
okay.
ships appeared without warning, and our nation began to tear itself apart. Those who cleave to the past, those who embrace the new, and the Ronin, a warrior free of all masters and bonds.
Wasn't very good.
I will watch over you all as your blades carve a new future.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Fucking Bayonet. Oh, that's good.
Your time has come. Rise as one.
Epic music intensify.
Rise of the Ronin.
Color me interested.
2024.
Oh,
fuck.
Look, something to look forward to.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get a bunch more trailers about that at some point.
Experience an era of great change and upheaval in Rise of the Ronin, a sprawling action RPG from Team Ninja. Before we wrap up, we've got one more update for you.
Fuck, we're already nearly wrapping up. As opposed to the direct that was absolutely jam-packed full of shit. God of War?
Yeah.
Yeah, God of War. That's it, yeah, I've literally got like 6 games left. Versus the direct being closer to 60.
Oh, a special controller that sucks.
Yeah.
I wonder if this gets controller drift.
Yeah, probably will. Everything does at this point.
Everyone keeps secrets.
Okay, good match.
That looks
Sometimes
good.
it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I know you. God Killer.
What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands? On your son's hands?
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender god! For the old father!
I've never played the God of War game.
It burns me.
Why are we going to space?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's traveling between the Norse worlds.
Yeah, let's hope it's just
In
that.
your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Well, I think this will probably be the best looking PS4 game.
Mind you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Oh, it's just a PS5 exclusive. Yeah.
It should be.
And you know that the game is going to be worse because Aegis is going to have to design the game around the system it's made for.
We'll make our own destiny.
Like it's genuinely really sad.
Yeah, this should be one of their big PS5 games, and it's gonna be their best PS4 game.
And that's the show. God of War Ragnarok comes to PS5 and PS4 on November 9th. See you next time.
Already fucking over.
And that's it.
Jesus. Well, you haven't seen the direct yet, Dad, but
Yeah.
it was absolutely packed. It was like 45 minutes and one of the fastest paced directs we've had in years. I was struggling to keep up with how much shit to record, and that was just the stuff that looked interesting. Like, there was tons. And here I've got 7 games, most of which I'm not actually that interested in owning. They're just noteworthy, like Tekken, Like a Dragon Shin, Hogwarts Legacy, Sinduality, Project Eve Stellar Blade, Rise of the Ronin, and then God of War Ragnarok. I gotta say that was the best Ragnarok trailer we've gotten yet, says Mirth. Yeah, definitely. That was definitely the best trailer we've had so far.
It definitely makes me want to play that game. I just wish it was going to be a PS5 game.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, it's just...
I'm a little sick of the big titles coming out on the console that I replaced already.
Yeah. It's pretty fucked, honestly. Like,
I get it. Yeah, you can't get PS5s in stores. I get it. There's a lot of things you can't get in stores right now. You know, like it's...
And there's already, like, what, 30 million of these fucking things out?
I'm not sure, but...
Like, it's a lot. It's not like 2 people have this console. Like, you've had time.
But the argument for things still coming out on PS4 because PS5s are hard to get doesn't really hold water when you factor in the development time. They've been developing God of War Ragnarok since before they knew they were going to have a PS5 shortage. They always intended it to be a PS4 game, and that's my problem. Yeah, and what do you do with that? You know, like they're finally starting to announce exclusives, which is awesome. Tops. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we need more.
My predictions are all of these games that just got a year of 2023 are going to be like very late 2023.
Oh, definitely.
Um,
But that's alright. Let them finish the games. Let them be good games when they come out.
yeah.
I don't want them to be crap games with many gigabytes launch day patches and things like that.
At least they're not revealing the games like 4 fucking years early.
True. But then at least I don't mind a year or two early. You like to know what's coming up, but yeah, 4 years early is a bit.
Yeah,
much.
a year or two is fine. We went for like 3 years not even knowing what the sequel to Breath of the Wild was going to be called.
Yeah. But, you know, Nintendo are not in the same league as Sony and Xbox.
I guess so.
They have nostalgia, they have history, they have clout. But they have cents in the dollar to Sony and Microsoft. And when times got tough with COVID, that's when it really showed.
Yeah.
The company had a hard time being agile enough to keep up. And they had a lot going on independently, what with the Mario synchronization with the Tokyo Olympic Games. There was a lot of balls in the air, so I can understand Nintendo dropping a lot of things to focus on core business.
There was that theme park thing they were making in Japan, which,
Yeah.
by the way, during the Direct, they announced they were making one in California.
Yeah, okay.
So we're getting an English one, not that either of us really care, because we're Australian, but, you know. Sure, I'm happy for Californians.
Yeah.
Nintendo very much does their own thing. In terms of customer convenience and console power, yeah, I agree. The wait for the sequel to Breath of the Wild has been torture. I wish Ragnarok was the game to push people to get a PS5. Yeah. Because, like, what game is going to push people at this point? Is Like a Dragon a PS5 exclusive? I forget. God, this thing was literally, like, 15, 20 minutes. And had, like, 7 games.
Yeah. No, that's cross-gen.
Oh, God. So Yakuza is cross-gen. God of War is cross-gen. What's gonna pull them in? Tekken? Like, it's one game.
Project Eve Stellar Blade. That's the game.
I guess.
That's the game. I think that's possibly gonna be one of the few games I get on PS5 soon. Well, whenever it comes out.
And about a month after you get it on PS5, it'll get a Steam port. Oh, that can't be right. That's gotta be replaying. We're watching the stream on, like, 2 different displays, and on one of them it started a countdown again, which is really strange. So we're just reacting to that one now. Yeah, honestly, at this point, it'll either be Spider-Man or the next FF7R game. The latter is confirmed to be PS5 exclusive. I mean, literally not, though, because Crisis Core is coming to Steam, not Steam, fucking Switch. Unless you're talking about Part 2, but, like...
It'll only be a short-term PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, it'll come to Epic Games eventually.
Eventually. Now, that might take a while, but... At this point, Sony needs stuff that will pull people specifically to their machine, like Spider-Man.
Because Spider-Man is probably not going to get ported until, like, years and years down the line. Like...
If ever.
If ever.
Spider-Man 2 will be probably their big draw card now on the PS5.
Crisis Core is a remake of a Vita game. Yes, but it's a remake of the one FF7 spin-off that people actually care about. And also PSP, not Vita. Yeah, whenever you hear people talk about, like, the spin-offs to a Final Fantasy game, Crisis Core is always one of the ones that gets mentioned favorably. it's the FF7 one that people care about, other than, like, rare examples like Dirge of Cerberus, which people still mostly like as an ironic hate play. Like, Crisis Core is one of the good Final Fantasy spin-offs. That's why people care about it enough that it's getting the full remake treatment.
I just don't get into the entire Final Fantasy franchise. For no valid reason other than I just don't get into it.
I've tried a lot of the games and not gotten very far in most of them. FF12 is like a big comfort game for me. FF14 is similar. I've logged like 300 hours into that game, and I'm still in the first of like 11 story arcs. Because, wow, I play that game slowly, and I'm doing like all of the side content.
Yeah.
So I've been playing since like February, and I'm still on the 7th Umbrella, like A Realm Reborn content. It's not as bad as everyone says, but yeah, it's definitely got some problems, and I hope the expansions are as good as everyone's saying they are. You can really tell why everyone emphasizes the fact that the free trial has the critically acclaimed expansion Heaven's Ward up to level 60 with no time limit. Like, it's Heaven's Ward they're selling there, not A Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
Mirth says, I played the original FF7, loved it, played the remake and loved it. Past that, haven't played much FF. Apparently, a lot of the people who played the original 7 don't like Remake Part 1, because it makes some, like, heavy changes to the plot, and it's not a faithful remake. But then a bunch of people who didn't play the original, because the original is on the fucking PS1 and looks garbage, apparently a lot of them like it. So it's a bit of a mixing bag there. Some people love it, some people hate it. Not sure, to be honest. Yeah, it's very divisive. Trying to think of anything else to say about this state of play, really. It was fairly disappointing.
I wouldn't say disappointing for me. I saw side boob and the game looks fun, so, you know, I've got that to look forward to, don't I? Project Eve Stellar Blade looks like the takeaway from this one for me. 2023, probably late 2023.
Probably.
Sin Duality...
Yeah, I'm a bit
Like, it's you run out and collect stuff. I like games where I get to run out and collect stuff and kill stuff, but I don't know, it seems a bit too aimed at teenagers. I'm not sure what gives me that vibe, but something about it seemed aimed at a younger audience than me. Maybe it was the lack of side boob. I'm not sure. Not that games need to be sexually appealing to appeal to adults, but you know, there is a massive market for teenagers, right? And I think this game is possibly aimed at them. I'll need to see more of it to see if it's the kind of thing I would like to play. I also got mild mobile port vibes at one point in the trailer as well, when they were smashing the crystals. That just felt like a cutscene you're going to see 10 million times every time you click on the crystal.
I've got the fucking Super Mario Odyssey "You Got a Moon" jingle.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. We just need to see more of that. And, you know, Rise of Ronin is many, many moons away, so I don't need to get excited about that. But, yeah, Project Eve Stellar Blade.
So, we've got Hogwarts Legacy coming out in February for the people who care.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm probably not going to get it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I got less excited looking at some of the imagery in that trailer. That looks way too modern for, like, fucking 1800s Hogwarts.
Well, I got the impression that it wasn't then, so maybe my wires were crossed, but I didn't get any sort of jarring feeling like that. That's what I expected to see. Something that would appeal to the British millennial and make them want to go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, because looking it up, it's supposed to take place in the 1870s.
Right.
But, like...
Okay.
They've got, like, full-on
corrected.
tiled floors and shit. Like,
Well, I'm sure they had tiles back in the 1800s.
Still, though, like, that doesn't look 1800s. There's shit that looks more modern than it made it into the movies.
Yeah, the school uniforms looked fairly modern, which sort of supported my impression that it was a modern setting. So I do take your point there.
A lot of the games looked good, but nothing truly grabbed me aside from the Ragnarok trailer. Yeah, that's fair. And it's really sad that that's going to be a cross-gen game. Like, really? Do they really have to make that fucking cross-gen? Come on. It's God of War!
The PS5 footage that they showed us does look good. But, you know, we're going to have baked-in loading times and levels designed around obsolete hardware. We know this because the developers of the game told us that's what was going to happen when they sold us on the PS5 hardware. So, on the one hand, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, it does look like a very good game, and it may possibly be the best PS4 game.
Potentially. At this point, I don't think I can fairly say I'm disappointed by State of Plays anymore, because I don't go into them with any expectation of being pleased. Especially since one of the only things I particularly care about for PlayStation markets is Atlas, who historically get all of their major announcements on their own separate events.
Yeah.
So, like, they're never gonna do shit for a State of Play. Like, I just don't expect anything out of them anymore, which is kind of sad, to be honest. Similar to how I felt after the Direct, a lot looked great, but only a few things grabbed me. I have no clue how Ragnarok will look on PS4. I barely know how 7 ran on PS4. State of Plays have gotten better these past few years at least. Yeah, but, like, they haven't gotten better by much. They've gotten better in that they're not completely worthless.
Yeah, and I think they used Black Magic and Child Sacrifice to make Final Fantasy VII Remake run on a PS4.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they don't melt and have smoke coming out the back of them. Yeah. I certainly don't turn my PS4 Pro on anymore.
I have no idea how they're gonna get fucking Crisis Core running on a Switch. That honestly kind of scares me. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, they'll probably just drop frame rate and resolution and crazy things like that.
They announced a bunch of cloud ports for fucking, like, the Resident Evil games on Switch. Which, like, granted, that'll be less horribly offensive than Kingdom Hearts, because you don't need, like, fast reaction times and shit over internet streaming. But, like, still, can we stop with the fucking cloud ports?
Yeah. Because one day that's going to stop working, and then your wonderful hardware is a paperweight.
Yeah, it's really sad, honestly.
That's why I made sure I got the PS5 with the drive, and I'm trying to buy physical media because these stores get turned off eventually. And then you have something that is useless.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into getting, like, physical media a bit more often as well, but the kind of games that I want physical media for often
don't come out with physical releases, yeah.
Or at least not in Australia, because we're, like, a more niche market, and if they do come here, it's fairly fucking limited. Like, I recently picked up a physical Switch copy of 13 Sentinels, and literally, like, the game cartridge in the box is French.
Wow.
Like, it just doesn't have an Australian physical release at this point. I'm surprised it even has an Australian rating on it. Because plenty of games that I've wanted to get don't. That's the problem with being a weeb. A lot of the games I really want to get physically don't have easy-to-find physical releases, so they can be very expensive. Especially if you also want to grab, like, a sealed copy for the fucking collector's shit. which I tend to want to, at least for my favorite games, because I want to fucking have these games sealed. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Does it at least have an English option? Oh yeah, it's a English game through and through. It's just the cartridge itself is in like French.
That's weird.
The Switch has a system where like all international versions will just default to whatever system language your Switch is on. So you can...
Oh, so it's all in there.
Yeah, so you can get like a South Korean copy of Breath of the Wild, and it will automatically play in English if you put it on an Australian Switch. I believe the only exception is the Japan releases only have Japanese language, but like every other language, unless there's a special dedicated version, will play the same. Like the South Korean fucking Twelve Final Remix will play the English version of the game. Yeah, so that's about it for the state of play. Do you have any final thoughts?
It could have been worse. It could have been far worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a game to look forward to. We got to give some sass to Mark Zuckerberg's VR. Yeah.
At least the Direct was pretty good. Because, like, Octopath Traveler 2 has me unhealthily excited.
I don't feel like I've wasted 45 minutes of my day watching that and talking about it. So it could have been worse.
Yeah, that's fair. Some of these earlier ones have genuinely felt like wastes of time.
Yeah. And seeing the replay of it now on the other device we're using, and seeing the second VR game, why is this a VR game?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a board game. Like, it looks like a cool game, but why is that a VR game?
It doesn't need to be.
Yeah. And that's my final thought.
Yeah, Japanese versions tend to not have other languages on the cart. It could have been longer like most other companies, and thankfully it was short. I hate when they waste my time. Yeah, pretty much. At least they didn't waste our time. There's like 8 games in 20 minutes, but at least they didn't waste our time. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a wrap for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have the third stream that I want to get around to, which was the originally planned one before they dropped the Direct and State of Play on the same day. I'm probably going to start that within the next couple of hours, probably. It'll be a bit touch and go, but just check in a few hours. Mirth and I are going to be doing a stream where we rank a bunch of Persona's ships on a tier list.
Nice.
So we're going to have some very spicy opinions there, because we all know what I'm going to place in first, which is totally going to be Morgana and Ryuji.
Of course. It's the thinking man's ship.
Yes. But I just love the idea of like a fanfic AU where Ryuji marries Morgana just to divorce and take half of his money.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
Fuck you, Morgana, you piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
He'll frame the decree nice sign and put it up on the wall.
Yeah, my actual favorite Persona ship is not as widely known. It's quite a rare pair, and I don't talk about it as much as like a lot of the other more vocal ones.
And we'll have to watch the next stream to find out what it is.
You will, so look forward to that. Lol, I know you're first, Mirth. Oh, fuck, but which version of the protagonist are you putting with Ryoji, though? Like, which one are you doing? Female or male? Because you specifically like both, and they're very different.
Stay tuned and find out soon.
Exactly. Stay tuned and find out soon. Yeah, we'll get that started within the next few hours. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Dad, for guest starring on my stream.
Thank you for letting me be a salty PS5 owner.
Yeah. we're gonna call it here for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. This is the Yowie Church signing out. See ya.